Well, this week on the channel, as usual, we got a jam-packed edition for you. We've got hikers that are out there on the trail reporting in on how they're doing with their own reports. We have lost one of our best updaters that have been sending in their update to them and their family. So that's unfortunate. So we'll get to that in a minute. We've got a ton of news, what's going on up north, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So hikers out there on the trail, we got Rabbit. He is closing in on Vermont, so he should be through Massachusetts by now and hitting the mud up in Vermont. Uncle Bill and Pace Setter, they have made it through the shanties, and they sent in this update.
Hey Ramdino, thank you for all you do to start out with. We are in Northern Virginia. We stayed at an amazing spot last night called Black Rock Outlook. It's not a big deal on far out, but it is a big deal when you go there. There's one tent site, but we just want everybody to know it's amazing. And we're really thankful to be out here and making our way.
Yep, we're gonna stop tomorrow at Stanables and take a Nero and get some resupplies. We've spent the last probably 3 days picking ticks off of us. So if you're hiking the section from 740 to 800, lots of tall grass and lots of ticks. So
use your tick spray, wear your permethrin treated clothes, whatever you do.
So a little bit public service announcement there. We're doing great. Thank you for everything you do, and we will talk to you as soon as we can.
Have a nice day.
What they didn't include in the update is, and they sent in later, is that Pace Setter took a really bad fall. Like, she got her poles hung up in the straps, and she endoed or face planted into a rock. Had a major head injury, so Uncle Bill did first aid, had to keep her awake, had to get her out. I believe the trailhead was like 1.5 miles out. They called the folks down at Weary Feet Hostel, and they met them down at the trailhead and took over the first aid for him. But she started getting sleepy, which is the signs of a concussion. Uncle Bill wouldn't let her go to sleep. In any case, they took over, got her to the emergency room, found out she didn't have a concussion, no type of brain bleed or anything, but it was a pretty bad fall, and it could have been, her being out in the backcountry like that could have turned out really bad. So that was, I think he said about 2 weeks ago. So his update was prior to that. And so, but anyway, it's been a while since they updated us, obviously, but she's doing fine now. They're back up to hiking. They had to start out slow, but she is doing much better now. And I think he said that they're actually doing like 13-mile days, and they're doing them quicker now. So that is awesome to hear. Pace Setter and Uncle Bill, glad things worked out the way they did for y'all. And then we got our awesome threesome who report in about every week. They have split up because Straps, he has to go back on for a couple days, so he's beating feet to get in front of OG in Boston, and they send in their updates.
Hey Ramdino, Straps here with, oh yeah, just Straps. OG in Boston are about a day and a bit behind. I have to get off in 2 weeks to go home to see my daughter's graduation and visit my dad in the hospital. So I'm trying to get ahead by a few days so we can all catch up. The trail's been rocky, as you can see. It's been miserable, wet and rainy for the last few days, but I think that's pretty well behind us, and I should be in Palmerton by the end of the day, and hopefully Delaware by Monday, and out of Pennsylvania. Thanks, Ramdino.
And then OG in Boston sent this text of their update to Straps to send to me.
Hello, Rampino. This is OG in Boston. I think you know where we're at. We're in Port Clinton. just enjoying Frank's hospitality at the barber shop. Boss and I are still cruising on. Straps went ahead for a couple days. We'll meet back up with him later. Thanks for all you do. Out.
So hopefully those folks will get back together as soon as Straps gets back from whatever he's got going on back home, and they'll be back on trail as a threesome again. But that's awesome. Rope Bunny, he was hoping to reach Katahdin by Memorial Day because kind of on average that's when it opens up, or when the hunt trail system up to from Baxter State Park to Katahdin opens. Going to give you more on that here in just a minute, but it's not open, so they just got a lot of snow up there at Katahdin. I think he said they got like a foot from this nor'easterner that came through there. So Katahdin, the hunt trail system up to it, is the summit's closed. And so rather than go up to the Baxter State Park and be stuck there, he is in Shawls there, and he's going to be there for a while. I don't know if he's doing work for stay, but they're helping him out in some way, shape, or form. So he's going to be staying there until he gets a better idea of what it takes to get through the 100-mile wilderness to hit Katahdin as soon as it opens. And then Tick Magnet and Running Water, they are finishing up Connecticut, and they're getting ready to hit Massachusetts.
Hey Ramdino, I'm about 6 miles south of the Massachusetts line in Connecticut. Going to finish up Connecticut here real shortly, and at any rate, we took a couple days off because of the big nor'easter here in Connecticut and Mass. So getting back at it today. So at any rate, there's not a whole lot more to report from Tick Magnet. Been seeing a lot of flip-floppers going on the trail. And I will send you a video I did with a couple ladies who are going to complete their AT hike this year, and they watch your channel all the time, so they recognize me from that. Hoping that I can meet up with that Stick the Eagle here sometime in Massachusetts. At any rate, wish all you thru hikers the best. See you next week.
He also ran into some viewers from the channel, Stitch and 6 Mile, who are trying to finish up the trail. They kind of finished it up in a couple lashes, but they sent in this video.
Hey Ramdino!
That's what he likes, is it? That's what he likes.
Come on, Ram.
I'll let you do talk.
This is 6 Mile and Stitch, right?
Right,
Stitch.
yep.
And they're from, and they're through hikers, although they're on the 2-year plan.
Now.
Well, but still, you're going
Okay.
all the way to Maine.
Amen. That's why I feel.
That's right, man. At any rate, they're not on your list yet, but they're plugging away. And I wanted to say hi to everybody on the Ramdino channel. They had seen my post before on your thing. So.
Thank you, Ramdini. I love yours.
Oh yeah, we keep up with him every so often.
Sunday, I watch him every Sunday.
Thank you, Ramdino.
Always great to see viewers out there who watch the channel and keep up with other hikers through the channel. Always great to see them out there on the trail. And then we got Alpha Gal and Metro. They have made it to the halfway point. So congratulations to them. They sent in their video.
Hello, Ramdino. You got Alpha Gal and Metro here at the ceremonial halfway point. It is a super soggy day. It's been raining like crazy, but we're still smiling, hiking northbound. Yeah, been doing great. Everything's awesome. And I think we're going to hit the Iron Masters in hostel thingy or something, get dried up. We're kind of wet.
They say they're doing well, seeing more hikers. No Noro up where they are, according to them. And Princess Peach, she has finished the Triple Crown in Virginia, but she says she is starting to see, she says sickness, but it's probably the Noro that she's starting to see more of it. And we know it's been running rampant through the Triple Crown on the north and on the south side of that in there. So she has started to see it somewhere around the 750-ish mileage, NOVO mileage. So she went ahead and picked up a water filter that she says covers viruses. Father Time and Blue Jeans, they have made it to the 1/3 waypoint to Katahdin. So,
hey Ramdino,
How are you doing, Ramdino?
it's Father Time.
And Blue Jeans.
We have made it 1/3 of the way to Katahdin.
Yes, after all these rainy days, you deserve some sunshine.
Yes, we're enjoying every moment of this. Just wanted to give you an update. We're hiking on.
See ya.
So congratulations to them. Say they are injury free and they have escaped the Noro. They have run into quite a few hikers who had to recover from injury or go home because of one. And they say that they think it's due to the fast pace and too many miles without a zero. So anytime you're taking, sometimes your body just needs a break, right? All that fatigue and the poor nutrition and the junk and the loss of electrolytes out there on the trail, all those are going to take a toll on you. Hey, when the trail's giving you lemons, what do? Sometimes the trail is just cruising with no worries. Or it's straight up and straight down. Yep, sometimes the trail gives you lemons. And what do you do with lemons? Well, you make lemonade. And right now, the easiest way to make lemonade on the trail is with LMNT's new flavor, lemonade flavor. That's right, they have got a whole new flavor that is awesome. Matter of fact, it's one of my favorite flavors now. And it's just like all the other flavors. It's got 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Yeah, Daisy, I know that. 2 milligrams of potassium. I'm getting to it, Daisy. And 6 milligrams of magnesium. Everything that you need in it, all the electrolytes to get back and replenish your system. No sugar, none of the junk. And right now, if you go to drinklmnt.com/Ramdino, you'll get a free sample pack of a bunch of their great flavors with any order. That's drinklmnt.com/Ramdino. So get out on trail or wherever you're at, in the gym or on the soccer field, and make you some lemonade. Go and get you some. Yep, and I know not having enough electrolytes in my system can keep me up at night from cramping and just not getting a good sleep as well. So now back to what's going on trail with the thru hikers. So we've got the 6-pack hikers. They are in Pennsylvania and say they are very eager to get through it. They reached halfway point and participated in a half-gallon challenge. At least 3 of them were able to complete the half-gallon challenge. I don't think I could complete the half-gallon challenge. I don't know that I want to complete the half-gallon challenge. One, it's too much sugar, and you just get a big crash afterwards. And 2, that's a lot of ice cream to eat. But they did say they'd taken a few falls along the way, including with the kids, but no serious injuries out there. And they're working towards finishing up at Katahdin at the end of July, and they say they are on track for that now. Sonny Jim, he is north of Hot Springs. He sends in an update.
Hey there, Ramdino. It's Sonny Jim. We just finished chatting with the cookie lady, the Southern cookie lady. Had our peanut butter cookie, which was just phenomenal. Made a nice donation to the local library, the Hot Springs Library, and had some peach cobbler to go with. And it's a very good mission that they have going on. I'm hoping that they are able to rebuild, and everything that's going on in Hot Springs has just been a real travesty. And we're at mile 291.5. We should be hitting 300 today, and we're going for our biggest day yet. So we gotta get hitting it. And again, missed going up the trail days, but hope you guys had a great time. I'm sure I'll see the report next week. Take care.
And there have been several hikers that have expressed an interest in helping out with the library there in Hot Springs, and particularly after talking to the cooking lady, I think she's championing that. So here is the way you can do that, a screenshot. So or you can take a screenshot of this, and if you want to give back to the community there, particularly the library that lost most of its books, then that is a way that you can do that. Tortoise Hare, they have made it to Marion. Of course, they had to go through Grayson Highlands on the way. They enjoyed the ponies immensely. I know I've heard hikers before tell me that the ponies will come up to them and lick them. And that's probably because when you're in Grayson Highlands, particularly this time of year, you are a salt lick from all the salt and electrolytes that are coming out of your skin, evaporating the moistures on your skin, and now everything's turning white from all the salt and electrolytes you're losing. So they did say the horses came up to them and were very interested in them and their packs and their tents, but no harm, no foul up there. And they have swapped out their winter bags and winter gear for their summer stuff. And of course they did it, and just the tradition on the AT is that you swap it out and then you run into cold weather and you freeze for a couple days. We're going to talk about some really cold weather that's going on up north here in just a minute. But in any case, they're doing good. Zuko and Indy, they have made it to Massachusetts, and they should be well into Vermont by now.
Hey Ramdino, Zuko and Indy here, and that little guy's Chase. We made it to Massachusetts. Katara had to head home for a few days. We miss her. Katara, if you're watching, we miss you. All right, stay safe. Bye.
So the hiker that we have lost and off the trail, I'm going to let this hiker tell their story with what they sent in.
Fancy Pants and the Monkey Crew coming at you. It is day 139. I did not do a closeout video yesterday. So it is 90%, 95%, maybe even 99% certain that I will be ending my hike here in Damascus. Yesterday I got packed up, started hiking, and I was just not feeling it at all. Like I'm done. I'm tired of doing this. My body's tired. I'm tired. Just don't want to do it anymore. And so what I did yesterday was stopped. It was about 2.5 miles outside of where I started, and it was only about 1/2 mile once I turned back into the woods and camped here all day yesterday. I took a couple naps. And yeah, there were a bunch of people around last night, so that was good. I did see somebody I had run into before, but yeah, the desire to get out there and hike all day, every day has somehow just kind of left me. So yeah, is it sad? I was really, really, really sad yesterday, but this morning, not so much. It's like, I think it's the right thing to do, and I don't know if it's got anything to do with the fact that I've hiked this section before. I was thinking maybe I should skip up to Harper's Ferry and continue northbound from there, but I don't know. I just think after being on trail for 4.5 months, it's been a lot, and I'm ready to take a break. We'll definitely be back at some point, but as far as continuing my thru hike right now, I've decided that that is not what I want to keep doing, and I had told myself, as soon as it's not fun anymore, as soon as I don't enjoy it, then it's time to back away and do something else. So that's where we're at. Yeah, I'm sad a little bit. I've had so many amazing experiences, seen so many beautiful things, met so many incredible people, but I can always go back to it. The trail will always be there. So I think it's time for me to walk away for a little bit and regroup, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
Hate to hear that about Fancy Pants. She has been updating us every week. She was on her Bama to Baxter tour, so she did the Pinhoti Trail, then got down at Springer, of course she had to do the Benton Mackay from there, once she finished it, to get to Springer, and so got on Springer, and so she's been on trail a lot longer than just the Appalachian Trail. But she got to Hot Springs, and I think that video was taken from her tent in Hot Springs, and I had just seen her at Hot Springs and had no idea that she was contemplating this being it. So at some point in time, you've gotten everything you want to out of the AT and out of hiking in general, and it's time to go home. And so apparently that's what happened to her. You know, I think that's great. She got out there on the trail. She completed 2 trails, and she, just got everything she needed. So in my book, she's made a huge accomplishment out there just for doing what she's done. So I think that's awesome. And maybe she'll come back and finish up the trail later as a section hiker. But in any case, Fancy Pants, thank you so much for updating us along the way and all the upbeat updates you gave us. It was a joy hearing from you, and we all wish you well on the rest of whatever your hiking career is going to be. Now, if you decide to get off trail and you're a hiker, please let us know out there if you're a through hiker, because particularly if you've been updating us on a regular basis. One, we care about you. Two, we worry about you if we're not hearing from you on a regular basis. We want to know what happened. So no harm, no foul if you get off. Completely understand that, and that is not a big deal. You're a winner, and everybody's booked for just getting out there and making an attempt. Whether you hiked 1,000, 500, or 20 miles, you still, for getting off the couch, getting out of your comfort zone and getting out there, we applaud you for that. Now, some news that we got going on. So had a viewer sent in up at the Troutville Diner on Troutville is having a dinner there on June 6th by the Church of the Brethren, and that also includes free camping, of course, free food, and free showers. So I guess the idea is you eat so much, you get it all over you, and you got to take a shower, and then you've eaten so much, you're so tired, you want to camp out there for the night. So that is awesome. Appreciate your Church of the Brethren doing that, and looking forward to seeing how that goes. And then we got, unfortunately, we lost a trail angel in Virginia, longtime trail angel Peyton Coyner. He passed away. Not only was he a trail angel on the Appalachian Trail, but he also did a lot of volunteer work for animals in an animal sanctuary, running animals all over Virginia and stuff. And so very sorry to hear about Peyton, but we appreciate everything he did to serve the community throughout the years. Isn't that right, Daisy? Yes, ma'am, it is. And then Baxter, we talked about Rope Bunny not being able to get into Baxter, that it normally opens on Memorial Day. That's kind of on average. So typically it opens late May or early June, depending on the weather conditions. So this time of year, if everything's frozen, they're really waiting for it to thaw and to dry out to protect the alpine environment up there. You know, if it's frozen now from the nor'easter that came through there, then it's got to get unfrozen and thaw out, and it's going to have to dry up some before they're going to open it up. But typically it is open and where people can kind of use Memorial Day as the time they want to hit it. Just to give you an indication, so June of 1st of 2024 is when it opened, and in 2023 it opened May 28th. 2022 was May 27th, and 2021 was May 28th. So typically Memorial Day, isn't that right, Daisy? Yes, ma'am, it is. I don't know when you want to hit it, when we go on a hike, or if you're even going to hit it, but you can't walk up there because you're not a service dog. Okay, so that's when it normally hits, or it normally opens up sometime around Memorial Day. And then Whispers, our northern correspondent up there, he sends us statuses on the whites in New Hampshire and Vermont, the New England states up there. He says that this nor'easter that came through about 3 days ago, they had 2 to 4 inches of snow in New Hampshire, Vermont, and northwest Maine. Said the mountain valleys were possibly more at higher elevations. Daisy girl, you're messing with me. He did say that 2 days ago they had snow that was still falling on Mount Washington. They had at least 3 inches up there. He sent in a picture here of what it looked like from their camera that they got there, their webcam, and then I went and looked at what it looks like right now, right before the filming of this, and you couldn't even see it. The camera was so frozen over. So Mount Washington right now is cold and a mess. It's just going to take a lot of time for that to melt. So if you're coming into New Hampshire, just figure out that it is going to be cold. And if you are sent your winter stuff home, you might want to think about getting it back. He also wanted to remind everybody that on 628, the Wildcat ski lift there in the Wildcat Mountains there, and at the that starts back running. So while there may not be any snow there, it will run people from the summit back down to the lodge where they could presumably get something to eat and stay if they wanted to, but usually people just go down there and take a break. And then to close that up, he did send in a Facebook, some Facebook posts there from what's going on in the whites. He said the past 24 hours it brought rain, hail, sleet, freezing fog, high winds, and snow. That's everything but sunshine. And the temperatures have remained around freezing with high winds, making it feel much colder. Above tree line, conditions will consist of larger unpacked drifts, glaze, ice, rime, exposed rock. Beware of unpacked snow hiding large gaps between rocks you could post hole into, and other unseen hazards. And hypothermia could always be an issue for the unprepared. So that's kind of a mess up there. Don't know if hikers that are not used to hiking in that should be in it and should risk going into it. So guys, be careful up there until whites and till they thaw out for good. Be very, very careful. Please go in there prepared. We don't need any rescues because one, puts you at risk, puts the rescuers at risk, and you could die. We don't need any of that, especially. And then the Pine Swamp Brook Shelter has reopened, so it was closed because there was a lot of trees around there that were dead from insects, and some type of a gypsy moth had gotten there and killed them, and it got to the point where they just weren't safe anymore. They looked like they could fall on the shelter or tent areas in there around on the privy. So the local trail club up there has gotten in, and they have taken care of all that, got them cut down. And so those are gone, and it has reopened. And that's at mile 1,490. So appreciate the trail club that's up there getting to that. Folks, that is all I've got. I know that Daisy's ready to do something besides be out here in the woods with me. So, as always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out here.